And she said, I've always looked at opportunities like this as doorways. So that's my opinion. So I thought about it and I thought, well, I think maybe I should do this. She's right. And I'll always be grateful for her insight in helping me to realize that when opportunity comes knocking, take advantage of it. And so I've generally pretty much always said yes to opportunities, and which is how I landed at the University of Nebraska, because after 25 years on my own, this amazing opportunity presented itself. They had just established the organization that came to become the current International Quilt Museum. It was originally the International Quilt Study Center and Museum. And it was for about its first, 23 years or so, embedded in the Department of Textiles, Merchandising, and Fashion Design. And I was asked initially to be a member of their International Advisory Board. This was back in 1997. And that brought me out to the Midwest, the East Coast, and for the first time west of the Mississippi. And that actually is not true. I did come to Lincoln for the first time in 1977 for a quilt conference here. So that was my first excursion. But I was back in 1997 to be part of this organization. And it was at a moment when I was just beginning to think about what the next part of my life would be. I was approaching my 50th birthday. So I was at midlife stage. And that's a moment when a lot of people take stock of what they have done, where they've been, and where they feel they want to go. And my late wife and I were doing exactly that. And so I had actually started looking for an art school position because I thought teaching full-time as opposed to teaching as an itinerant workshop leader all over the world, as interesting as that was, and as fabulous as the travel was and the people that I met and so on, I had reached the point where that kind of business travel was wearing thin. And I also was frustrated by the inability to see people develop over time. And I knew that students working in programs towards degrees, where they're going to be working with you for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, you get a better picture of their development and a better sense of the impact that you're having on that development.